Hello everyone, welcome back to Super Sundays. My name is Troy and we're now in the month of May. We're going to get started with a few charts today, 3 pairs. We're going to start with the monthly for all charts just to show you how last month did end. So if you look at the month of April last month, not much last month. There's a huge sort of wick and in March's candle, but April's candle not doing too much. So potentially looking at a pullback, maybe to around the level of 136.37 on the monthly time frame, based on what we're seeing there. Going to the weeklies, last week's candle, a long wick, long wick. So price looking that it might pull higher before it does go back lower to the levels I just mentioned. Yeah, as you can see, very choppy in the past few weeks. Then this is where it gets interesting, looking at the daily time frame. So price came into this low here and then it just sort of wicked below it and started to shoot up. We are still looking bearish though, because we've got a high here, or we've got a low, high, then a lower low would be this low here. It's on the daily time frame anyway. On the 4 hour it's a bit different. Then we've got another lower low. We haven't quite made, sorry, lower high. We haven't quite made a lower low here. It's, you could call it a double bottom, but on the 4 hour time frame we did see price just wick below and then start to move up. So price might start to consolidate unless it breaks above this high here. We are still in bearish on the daily time frame. So just waiting for price to see where it's going to get up to and then come lower. That's our bias anyway. 4 hour. If we start looking on the 4 hour time frame, you can see that we are just in a Fibonacci retracement at the moment. So looking just here at the high and then down to the low, price has come down to, or come back up I should say, to the 61.8, which is actually a nice level because it does line up with a little bit of, or just if you look at the small details of the market, just this here, it's not much. It could be just a minor level of resistance, but it looks like it could be acting as a nice level of resistance to push price lower down towards 138.50 and then lower down towards 137.25 and 135.80. So watch price further on the lower time frame where it is now. I do favor the downside, as I did say. So on the 1 hour, potentially looking for any structure like a trend line here. So potentially looking for it to, trying to break this at least. Yeah, so something like that. Break this is because this is a quite steep trend line. It means that you can get a nice risk reward. So it does break to around there. Stop loss up there. Take profit. That's just the first point to watch, but take profit is around here and then down there. So nice risk reward there. If you could be more accurate, you might be able to get an entry a bit higher, have stop loss a bit tighter, gives you more risk reward. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. Dollar CAD, bearish on this. However, if it does break above this level of resistance there, we're going to look for price to move back up to the highs around here, so at 142.60. okay, that's what we're looking for on dollar CAD. Next we're going to look at euro yen. This is actually also quite interesting. We'll just go to the monthly first. So zooming in on the monthly, in April we had a pin bar hammer candle, as you can see. So showing that price is in fact bullish. It has been pulling, or looking like price wants to go up. So the bears are looking to, or the bulls are looking to step into the market now after a nice sort of 4 months of a drop. If it does sort of break above this high and close here, that will be a bullish engulfing and also a morning star. So weekly time frame, last week what we did have was, last week's candle had a bullish engulfing, last week's candle was bullish engulfing, so looking for maybe price to pull lower before shooting higher. You are still in a downtrend, but price is showing that it looking to reverse. Price has failed to close below this level here and below this level here, so it's pushing below these levels, but it can't go much lower yet. It's not able to close. It's tried the second time to close below this level and this level. It's not been able to do so. Once again, it even pushed below here, was unable to close below here. So now we're looking for price to sort of show its hand and now start producing higher lows. Going to the daily time frame, this is where it starts to look quite nice. What we can see is, so what we did highlight, this was here from last week. So price broke out of this trend line and has now pulled back up, suggesting that it's going to move much higher. This could be looked at as a fake out. Okay, so if we look at this now, we will have to wait for price to break above this, or if you're quite aggressive, pull back to around this region here and then take longs. But ideally you should wait for it to break above here. So the ideal scenario is to break above here, pull back down to this level and then shoot higher. However, you know, you can play it however you wish to play. If you're more conservative, you'll wait for that, what I just said. But if you're aggressive, if you're, you know, if you're confident in analysis, you can look for Fibonacci there at the highs, a little bit lower. Then price to come back down to the in between the 50 and the 61.8, and then move higher. Ideally, it will be the 50, just where the trend line is, and also in line with this key or a little bit area of support. So I personally do favor the upside just because of the monthly and weekly time frames. You will expect to have a pullback of some sort before it does continue higher. So I think I will get long from this region here. You know, but it's still trying to push above this level of resistance, but it's not able to do so. So it's a little bit in two minds. However, if you look at the raw price action, I will be going long. Right, now finally onto Bitcoin. This kind of did play out exactly as I said it would. So, or not exactly, but let's go to the monthly first. Monthly time frame for Bitcoin, just about bullish engulfing. Long run wick here, bullish engulfing. Price not able to close above this level here. Wonder why that is. Let's go to the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame, nice push up here. Price has come down, push back up here, and now it's broken down. So this is looking like it's bearish. You've got a low, a high, a higher low, but then you've got another high. So this is a lower high and then a lower low. This break now has caused it to look like it's in a downtrend, and it's also done what we said it would do. So you should be in this trade if you're watching last time. It's come out to this area, 71.8. This is, if you go to last week's video, this is also marked out for you to see. Stop losses up here. I did say don't put it too tight around this area because you can, you know, get wicked out. If your stop loss was around here quite tight, stopped out. Up here, give the trade breathing room. Now looking for price from here all the way down to 4,000. Yes, people think this is bullish, but I'm saying it's going to test at least 4,000 before anything else does happen. So that is my immediate target. If we can break through there, then we're going to look at 2,000. I don't believe it will get back down there for now, but targets are, as I said before, the 4,000 level. Now onto the daily. I also said that because I do think price will go up, I was bearish, but you can trade it up from where I was saying to trade from. So let's go to the 4 hour instead. Daily time frame, you've got this long shooting star showing that price is going to move lower. You could have got short at the end of that shooting star. So if you're you know, you have a job, you can trade the candle closes, trade here and look for price to go low. You'll be in a little bit of drawdown, but so you could have either set an order at the level that I had, you'd have been in profit now, or if you waited for the close of the candle, you've been a little bit of drawdown, but nonetheless you've got a lot of breathing room from here all the way up to almost 10,000. Right, 4 hour. This is where I did say this was Friday, this was Monday here. Price didn't pull back before it shot up, so unfortunately it didn't come back to where I wanted it to come back to. But nonetheless I did say it's going to go up towards this 9,100 level. It's done that. I think it is now finished its short-term bullish run. Potentially might form a little bit of a triangle in this area here. Wait for it to see where it sort of rebounds from. It might be a thing where you mark out that this level red line as the top of the triangle, or you can use this, but I don't have a top yet. It's not, you can't put it there, unless you maybe go to the 1 hour, but I'll wait for it to make another high before I put the top level. 1 hour, you if it's 1 hour, it's broken out of that level. So you can say breakout up to this level. Once it breaks down to this lower part, you can also get another short if you're not on board already. So roughly, and then I'll have it on the high. If it does break from here, this where it does break from will be in the latest swing high. So putting the stop loss at this high is the safe option. And then, as I said before, the longer time frame targets. Would be down well, first of all, you could have some short-term targets. So I would say possibly having a target the start of the run up before the triangle formed. That would be 1 point, but you'd also watch this level that could be support 8,410, and then target in and around these areas at 7,600. So that's what we're going to look at for this week: Bitcoin, Euro, Yen, and Dollar CAD. Yeah, so thanks guys for watching. We hope you did enjoy this video, guys. We hope you did, or you do, look at the analysis and then learn from it, and also try to align it with your own trading to see, does it align with what I'm thinking as well. If it does, great, it can help you to take a trade. If not, think about, it's nothing, what could be wrong in my analysis or yours, and then go from there and work out what you want to do. But yeah, thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you again next week.